So I just keep continuing. Invest guidance tips. I don't think many seminar tells you how to buy properties wisely. What is the proven method to make money from the Japanese real estate market? So I actually, very important thing is location is very important. This is the universal. Yeah, CBD wins all the time. Near CBD wins all the time. So actually, this is actually no need to explain more. So of course, like in the Tokyo area, CBD grows faster. And Yokohama is like a city next to Tokyo. They grow steadily, but not as much. Because CBD location, they have many high net worth people, rich people, they are buying. But the suburbia style of people, only the regular working people who are like a salary earners, they are the market. So they only grow gradually. So this is a very universal thing. But on top of that, I think I personally purchased 3 recently, but I always stick to the near CBD. Yeah. Tokyo 8 kilometers radius, Osaka 3 kilometers radius from the center. And I also try to buy one in Fukuoka 2 kilometers from the center. I always stick to that. Yeah. And some features specific to Japan is that apartments grows faster than landed house or land price. This is very strange because in US, Australia, UK, that country, landed property grows faster than apartment. But Japan is other way around. Actually, landed properties, the Japanese banks doesn't like much because the land value may grow, but building actually depreciates. And Japan has very strange system. I don't agree, but they assume that wooden make properties, they depreciate in 22 years. So when we evaluate the landed house, wooden house usually, we don't get good evaluation. But apartments are usually the reinforced concrete made, and they actually benefit because they don't have much depreciation disadvantage. So yeah, this is one thing that you can remember. Another thing is, among the apartments, the 2-bed apartment is the best performer. The studio apartment is the worst performer. Why? This is why. Because many companies or many investors, they want a higher rental return. They just keep creating studio rooms. But not many companies, they supply the 2-beds. 2-beds are usually 50 to 70 square meters. The supply is not very much, but actually they have very strong needs, especially for the good school, good school area. That they want, the mother want the kids to become smart, and they want to study the better school. And the 2-bed apartment in good school area, they appreciate very fast. And many Chinese doing that, and many Japanese doing that too. Yeah, so this is one thing. Then what 2 beds? 1 bed is also okay. Yeah, in CBD area, many apartments are 1 bed anyway. Yeah, 2 beds are very expensive. Yeah, so CBD location 1 bed, And near CBD location, two bricks are very usually good to purchase, good to buy. Yeah. And what I do is I avoid overpriced property because there's so many overpriced property. For example, have you heard Harumi flag? Harumi flag is like the very big residential development at the Tokyo Olympic. It originally was a Tokyo Olympic village. Yeah. Now it's a residential. Let's say Japanese workers, like salary earners, they buy at 100 million yen. Many Chinese people, they buy 2 million yen. It's not very much different. But Chinese, they are 面子很重要，而且他看到海景。So actually, even though in the same block, they have the difference in the selling price. So I always see that difference and I buy the cheapest because this one, the one I purchased in Osaka, this unit is higher, middle unit, and the per square meter price is only 340,000. And this one, it's a lower floor, middle floor, same square meter, and it's higher. Then I should buy this one. Yeah. So I always compare the per square meter prices. Yeah. If the per square meter price is too high, we have to avoid buying. And if you are very wealthy, you have huge budget, it's very advised that the large size city redevelopment. In Japan, Azabudai Hills is one huge development, residential. Tokyo Torch is happening in front of the Tokyo main station. Those are the most favored by the world investors. They can buy 10 million US dollars something. Some people buy more than 10 million, 100 million. But this appreciates. And if you cannot catch up the type of expense, I advise you to buy near the big development because not everybody can buy those. But the nearby properties always actually appreciate because they compare with those redevelopment projects. Yeah. This is what I do. Okay. And coffee break. Yeah. In Japan, increasing rental income is not easy, but things are changing. Actually, this is something that's related. Yeah. Even for me, increasing rental income is too difficult till the year 2022 because people think or people expect that rental income always the same or it will drop because the building is older. And actually the Japan economy, they don't have the inflation. Yeah, so every economic activity was flat. But after 2022, things changed. Now many people start raising rent. And I'm also one of those. Yeah. And one thing that you may have to know is we have traditional lease contracts. Traditional one is pro-tenant. I don't like that because I'm owner. But 85% of Japanese lease contracts are this one, traditional. This is actually bad for owners because when some lawsuit happens, we can win. basically renter always win. It's the same. And also, when something changes, we cannot actually kick out the tenant, as long as they pay the rent. But this is not international. So in 1992, we have a new law that allows the international lease contract, which is very similar to the English-speaking countries. Yeah, like say we have the 1 year lease, and after 1 year happen, this is like the both sides agree to renew the contract. If owner want to kick the rent out or kick the renter out, then we can easily do that. Well, it's easier to raise rent. So I'm trying to change all traditional contract to international contract for my sake. And just one case that I purchased one Tokyo apartment, and the renter was there, like a tenant was there. Actually, I assumed the existing lease contract, which is traditional. I expect that. The monthly rent was low. I think this area we can collect 150, but it is very low. But that means that this is one factor that we can buy the good location property very cheap, because the rental is cheap and the selling price is low. And this rental had the potential to be raised. So what I did is, at the lease renewal contract last November, I negotiated with the tenant and I raised the monthly rent to 133, like 3-4% increase. Yes. And the lease contract stays like traditional. And I also agree that if the tenant want to rent after November 2025, I don't raise rent. I agree, but instead it will be replaced to the international lease contract. That means the lease contract will be in favor of the owner. So this is something that we do gradually do the shift. So this is something